Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome, welcome. You guys, we're going to make a fall woodland scene today. And it's going to be a card. So welcome to Let's Create. And take a look at what I have here. And you guys, I think you just might be surprised because I have the gingerbread dies too. I have our Grove dies, and oh, I don't know what I did with that other piece, the big piece, you guys. Left it over by my cutting emboss. So this big piece here this one is like what our card is all about today. It's about this piece and what we're going to be able to do with it using our daubers, and also what we're going to be able to do with the rest of the scene due to what we can do with this. So I cut this out first. And in hindsight, I think it would be interesting to use a blending brush to do that. And we might try that on Saturday, you guys. So using a blending brush to shade in our top and then in our bottom here. Because I want to put some greenery down in here too, in the grass. But this is going to be our fall color up here. And I don't know about you guys, but oh my gosh, you guys, it's been forever since we have had color like what we have right now. Oh my gosh. My oaks are burgundy and orange, and oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. So apparently I needed to wipe my table. So it's going to all be about what we're going to do with this. So I'm going to grab my scratch piece. And oh, I forgot to grab some green, you guys. Green, green, green. Here it is. Here's our garden green. And I think I'm going to grab some Parakeet Party too. Because I think Parakeet Party would be an interesting addition. Where is my Parakeet Party? Oh, I think it might be over there. I remember seeing something over here. Yep, here it is. Parakeet Party. Because I want some shading. I want to work all of this shading, not just the greens, but the fall color in the trees. I want to work this all together. And we have our little cottage there. And I have one more thing to grab. I'm sorry, you guys. One more thing. I need a dauber for my green. Actually, wait. I have a dauber that isn't designated as anything. It was hanging out over here. Here it is. And I think we're going to make it garden green. Yep, I think so, because it's dark. All right, so when you're popping in, you guys, make sure that you say hello. And if you're catching this later than the live, which is great, I am grateful for that. Make sure that you don't forget to hit the like button, you guys, because you all know what that does. And you never know, you may want to subscribe if you like all these different crafty type of things, because you really just never know what I'm going to come up with, in all seriousness. So I'm pulling in this Parakeet Party with the garden green down at the bottom. One of the reasons I was thinking of the Parakeet Party is because all of my yellow leaves that are in my yard have already fallen. And I was thinking that I'm going to darken that up, smooth that out a little bit. There we go. All right, so there's our greens on the bottom, but all of my yellow trees have already fallen. So we're focusing on So Saffron, Pumpkin Pie, and Cherry Cobbler, I thought, for our upper parts. Now, I'm going to do this as a menagerie of things, but you guys, I typically like to work from dark to light. And I'm not going to put in a ton of this Cherry Cobbler because I don't want it to overpower all the others. So here's what I'm looking at so far, and I put the crumb cake underneath on purpose so that you can see the color variation of what I'm doing. Okay, so there's our Cherry Cobbler. And I'm going to go a little heavier on the pumpkin pie, so we're going to go with So Saffron next. And I'm going to make sure that I darken that. Oh, you guys, look at that so far. Ooh, pretty. All right, so just a little sweep here and a little sweep there, and look at what we've got already. Isn't that pretty? Now we're going to take that pumpkin pie and we're going to pull it all together. And oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to have to make sure to glue that. Oh, so pretty. All right, so you ready? Here's the last reveal, you guys. Look at how cool that is. Now, if you want a little bit more red, which I think that I do, I'm going to come back in with the red because it's always better to do less because you can always add more. So we're going to do a little bit more red here, like that. There we go. And I'm taking my color cues from outside. So we've got orange and red and the deep yellow. Oh, isn't that pretty? All right, so there's that. Now, the next thing I think I'm going to darken up those tree trunks just a little bit, but I'm not sure if I want to go crumb cake on those or if I want to go early espresso. So I think, and here's the cool part, I don't have to do them all the same. So I brought my crumb cake ink, and I think that we're going to do that, and then I have this early espresso dauber. Oof. That needs some more early espresso ink, but that's okay. Go a little bit darker there. Okay, so here is all of that, all the different colors there for our trees. Now let's talk about the house portion or the cabin that we have here. And I was even going so far as to think that we should draw some lines on the cabin so that it actually looks like a cabin. Like a, and I'm not thinking like, here, what am I thinking? I'm thinking like log cabin-ish. And I have a couple of evergreens here. We're going to do 3 of these. evergreens. I'm pulling from the bits and pieces, you guys. 3 evergreens and a green door for our cabin. And then, but first, let's draw these lines. And I want to use, I'm going to pull this to the side because I want to use our grid paper to help guide me for the log look. And I'm just going to use a pen, just a regular straight pen. And I'm going to line my cabin up at the bottom. And I'm going to draw a line there. And there. And go all the way as far as I would like to go. You could use your soft suede marker on here if you wanted. You could use chalk marker on here if you wanted. I need to get a new chalk marker. And we'll go across the top here like this. All right, so here's our log cabin-ish look. And apparently, my pen was dead down here. There we go. That's better. All right, so there's our log cabin look. And then we have our little roof line for our cabin. And we're going to take this, our log cabin is in soft suede. And our roof line is in crumb cake. But I'm going to shade this up just a little bit, like I did the trees. There we go. Just on the edge. And we're going to glue this on. Now to glue this on, super simple, so long as I have glue over here, which I do not. Super simple. And you could dimensional this if you wanted to. I am just putting a little bead of glue. There we go. And I'm going to put this on here. Like this. And we have a door for our cabin. Now, I'm thinking that our cabin's too big. It's too tall. So I want to shorten our cabin because this is a cabin in the woods. And I really do want it to be a cabin in the woods. So I think I'm going to take it down 1/2 inch. Because this is a 1-story cabin. This is not a 2-story cabin. You know, this is like a hunter's cabin. Okay, yeah, see, I like that better. Smaller. And I didn't take that much off of it, you guys. I only took 1/2 inch. But to me, that much. That's all I took off. And to me, that is a huge difference. I really like the shorter cabin. And I'm wondering, do we need to do the same thing to the door? Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit off of the door too. I'm adjusting it to make it look a little bit more realistic. Not exactly, but a little bit more. And I didn't take much off of that, and I like that door better. You know, Paul Bunyan doesn't live in my cabin, just regular folks. So we can shorten up that door just a little bit. And then we're going to put some glue on that. And we're going to put that on here. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. All right, where is our background piece? Should we use vanilla as a background piece? I know I had a different piece here. I want to say no, because that would be the same as that. Oh. I don't know. You guys tell me. Should I cut another piece of crumb cake or should we do a vanilla piece? If we do a vanilla piece, I can get blending brush and we can do a little bit of shading in the background. I think that would be cool, but I do need to shorten this a bit. This one is a little bit too big for me. And actually, I think I like the idea of shading that up. And I think we were right on the size. Do. All right. There's that. We got our paper. And I'm going to grab a blender brush. And we're going to add a little bit of that yellow and orange hue. I don't want to go too crazy. So there's our So Saffron. Now, to make sure that I got it where I wanted, I'm going to put this back on as a trial. And I like that background there. That's perfect. Now, because I went light to dark this time, I don't have to get another blending brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of ink on here and bring in that orange. And a little bit in down here. All right, so there's the yellow, the So Saffron, and the pumpkin pie. Now I'm going to bring in the cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to use the dauber because it's only on this top part. And I'll bring in the brush to soften that up. So there's our background. Now, curious? I bet you are. Look at how deep the color goes. I'm grabbing another piece of vanilla so that you can see. And we'll need it for the inside anyways. But look at the difference in the color. Doesn't look like a lot when you're looking at it like that, but it sure does when you pull in that other piece of vanilla. And I do think I need to, there we go. There. Okay. Sometimes, you guys, you got to just work it up a little bit more. Mix it up. Oh, yeah. Pretty, 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 pretty. Okay. And I think I'm sacrificing this little piece here, you guys, because if we put this on with dimensionals, I won't be able to fix that. And I'm thinking that it needs to have dimensionals because we need to be able to put our cabin in here. And I need to figure out where the cabin's going to go. Bum, bum, bum. Just a smidgen. And we could do the same thing over here. We could trim this section off right here if we wanted to. I think I'm going to leave it. But I wanted to trim it up because we didn't have a reveal over here. So what I'm talking about is side to side I was a little wide. So I want to have that little bit of a reveal. Now if you wanted to, which I think I do, I'm going to come down here. And you guys, I got a couple of bad daubers. And that's why it's shedding. If you got any of these from me, then reach out so that I can help you get new ones. That's what that needed. Okay. Little green on the bottom. And then I want this cabin. I want to place this cabin like right in. I want it to be actually in the wood part, in the woods. Down a little bit. About right there. So I'm going to take this part off. And then I'm going to glue the house down where I want it. I tried not to move it too much. It should be close. And we're going to glue that like that. And then this is the tricky part, you guys. The tricky part is the dimensionals on the back of this. There's going to be a lot of minis on this. If you were in my Coffee and Cards live when I made the Spooky Forest, I want to say it's right here. When I made the Spooky Forest, like this is going to be Thursday's video, you guys. So if you made the Spooky Forest with me, you know there is a lot of mini dimensionals on this one. No, it's not going through a hurricane. However, I want the woods to stand up. Dun, dun, dun. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Bum, bum, bum. I hope that you're having an amazing day today. And I appreciate you joining me for crafting. I'm here every Tuesday live. And we do have, you never know what my project's going to be. But I do like to ask you guys, what do you want to see? Put that in the comments. Because it's about all of us. It's not just about me. So I'm taking my bottom section of my mini dimensionals and I'm slicing. And I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool. And you guys, if you haven't got one of these, I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. $10 purchase, $10 or $11, and it's worth every dime. And I know I'm a little biased, but seriously, worth the $10. All right, so see how we took those little strips and I put them in the tree. Now, my biggest thing is that I like to flip it over like this and make sure that I cannot see any of the dimensionals. And I know I can on this right here, but it was a little bit, I probably did a little bit too pudgy on that one. But that's okay. And then we're going to take some of these. You don't have to take all these dimensionals off. It's just to make sure that it stays lifted. But I will say that I'm going to take off more than I typically do. Oh, who's ready for Halloween? They're talking we're supposed to get a cold front tomorrow, so it's going to get chilly. And I am just about ready for the cold weather. I still have some bulbs to put in, but I'll get it done. I will get it done. I know I will. All right. There we go. So I left a bunch of those backs on, you guys, but that's okay. So my thing is here is I want to get it centered so that the two sides are pretty even. And there's our cabin in the woods. And then we're going to add a Christmas tree because, you know, there's all different kinds of trees in the forest. Evergreens, oaks, maples, aspens, cedars, all different kinds. So we need some evergreens in here too because, you know, winter's coming and you're going to need a Christmas tree. So we have to have some evergreens in here. And I'm going to put one right up here. And this one, I know I put glue on it, you guys, but I'm going to take this long dimensional because I don't want it looking like it's sitting on the house. So I added the dimensional back there. That strip. And don't worry, the glue will still stick and the dimensional will still stick as well. And then we're going to take this third one and we're going to put it right up here. And I think I'm going to tuck it in here and we're going to put a dimensional on that. Very much like we did the top of that one. Skinny piece. And we're going to flip that over. And this would be, oh my gosh, you guys, what could you use this card for? I'm thinking this could be a masculine birthday card. I'm thinking this could be anything birthday card. This could even be a thinking of you card. This could be a lot of different things. But tell me, in the comments, you guys, tell me, what would you use this card for? And we're going to tuck this in here. Like that. Oh, okay. So there is our scene. Our log cabin in the back. Our evergreens. Our fall tree line. Oh, love it. All right. Now, that being said, I think I don't want to use this. I want a soft suede piece, which we will have to cut because I don't know where one is at the moment. So I'm going to cut one piece really quick. We could have put a mossy meadow piece back here. That would have been cool too. Just like that. Yeah, most definitely. Definitely. All right, so tell me what you think in the comments. What kind of card would you use this for? Who would you give it to? Tell me, tell me. There's that. That's going to go on there. And then my other question is, I'm always open to your suggestions of different things that you like to see. So tell me in the comments section. Fall cards was one of the things that somebody commented on. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? I think our door needs a doorknob. And I think that I am going to grab, where are they? Right here. I need a little doorknob. So I'm going to grab the Festive Pearls and I'm going to put a gold one on here. I'll put a little gold doorknob right there. Oh, perfect. Love it. All right. So yes, we're going to put in an inside. So don't go anywhere just yet. We have, let's see, where's my stamp set? Here it is. I think we're going to put, we'll put these trees in there. Just like that. All right. Just like that. And we're going to ink this tree up with daubers. If you've never done that, you're in for a treat. This is all kinds of dauber techniques today, apparently. So I'm dipping my crumb cake. And I'm putting that for our trunks. And then I'm going to take our garden green. And I'm also going to bring in our parakeet party. Like that. And make sure that I got everything. All right, the key to this is you're going to take this and you're going to breathe heavy on it like an obscene phone call. And I'm only kidding, but seriously. Because I'm adding some moisture to the ink that was already there. And I'm just going to stamp because I don't know what I want to use this card for. I love that. There we go. So we're going to add our evergreens to the inside. And I love how that center, to me, that center looks like it's got the sun shining through it. Right? All right. One more thing, because I have my bronze Stampin' Blend right here. And I think I'm going to use the paintbrush tip because I want my stem to look a little bit darker, just like that. And I know it goes all the way up, but I think that is just enough. Oh, there we go. So that's all that I did. I just added a little bit more brown to my stems. Or to the trunks of the trees, I should say. All right. There we go. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Here is our final project. Our fall cabin in the woods. So cute. Love it. And then there's our inside. So, there we go. I hope that you have a great day getting crafty. I look forward to seeing you guys. And be sure to check out that Spooky Woods video that I'll be posting on. I'm almost positive it's posted on Thursday. I will double check. But give me about 15 minutes, you guys, and I'll do all the products that I used. I'll put it in the link